The requirement is to find the modulus and argument of this function over here. So these are the given information. U equals to 2 cosine pi over 6 plus I sine pi over 6, and W equals to 4 cosine pi over 3 minus I sine pi over 3. To get U conjugate, we simply flip the sign in the center, and using your GC, you should be able to get 3 minus I. So this is the syntax I type into GC. So you can see that the answer that is generated is 1.732 minus I. How do I know that 1.732 is actually exactly the same as root 3? Simple. Simply square 1.732. You will see that you'll end up with 3. So if you were to get a 3 before you square it, after you square it, it should be a root 3 before you square it. Next, to get a W to the power of 3, you simply cube its right hand side as well. So if you were to simplify it, you should get a minus 64. There you can see from your calculator, I will get a negative 64. Therefore, U conjugate over W to the power of 3 is root 3 minus I over negative 64. To find the modulus, simply find it using your calculator. There you go, this is the syntax, then you get 1 over 32. The argument is found in the same way, and it is 2.618, which really is a 5 pi over 6. Let's go to calculate. There you go, 2.6179. Here, angle actually stands for argument. Okay, we are given two equations, z equals to minus 1 plus I root 3, that's equation 1, and argument z squared plus az equals to negative pi over 2, that's equation number 2. So naturally, we want to sub 2 into number 1. So I'll get this step. Okay, negative 1 plus I root 3 to the power of 2. Okay, would actually give me this. This is how I found negative 2 minus 2 root 3. I did it manually. Okay, actually I would have used the graphical calculator if I could help it, but as you can see, the calculator gave me an ugly number, minus 2 minus 3 point decimals I. This is not good because it's an approximation. That's the reason why I did it manually. So you simplify all the way until you get a tangent inverse numerator 2 root 3 plus a root 3 over denominator minus 2 minus a equals to minus pi over 2. Okay, so what you want to do now is to isolate the a, since you are solving for a after all. Now if you were to try to work this out using your calculator, you realize that you will get an error. The reason why you get an error is because you hit an asymptote when tangent is at a pi over 2, which is 90. Well, an asymptote is defined as any number in the numerator dividing by a 0, which would bring you an infinity. So if the denominator is going to be a 0, you can equate this denominator to 0. Negative 2 minus a equals to 0, and if you solve for it, a equals to minus 2.